limited warranties in the industry, constant innovation and design, and they just flat out look amazing. But don't just take my word for it. Consumer Reports has Pella rated number one in all three window categories, wood, vinyl, and composite series. So why not go with the best? Call them today or visit the Pella showroom on Phillips Highway next to Tesla. Pella Windows and Doors, and tell them Mike sent you.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
You don't have to be a jet setter or a high roller. Head over to Best Bet to experience the best in world-class poker, delicious food and drinks, and fun card games for all levels right in your own backyard. Featuring games like Pai Gow, 3-card poker, and Ultimate Texas Hold'em, there are now more ways to win than ever. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff make playing fun for all. Best Bet. Experience the best.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update brought to you by Woody's Barbecue. I'm Taylor Dahl for 1010XL. Final NFL game of the season did not disappoint, and despite a bit of a struggle offensively to begin, the Chiefs were able to rally for the comeback win over the 49ers after scoring 21 in the fourth quarter for a 31-20 victory. Two of those fourth-quarter touchdowns passes by Patrick Mahomes, leading to him receiving the Super Bowl MVP. After 4 years of making it to the 15 finalist list for the Pro Bowl Football Hall of Fame, Tony Boselli will have to wait a little longer as he was once again passed over to be voted in. While Saxonville Mayor Calais Campbell brought an honor to Jacksonville as he won the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award, recognizing an NFL player for outstanding community service off the field as well as excellence on the field. It's 45 degrees at 7:01. Time and temp are brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
You know it! Yes, sir! Shake it.
Get down off that pole, you're going to hurt yourself.
Ouch.
We should get a stripper pole in here and get a little exercise in the break. Dan and I, of course. Not you, Taylor. You're not allowed. Yeah.
No longer Super Bowl LIV. It was Super Bowl ASS. Hey now. Yes, sir. Great to be along with you, Googans, the day after. What a game. What a moment. What a great, it is a great spectacle. And man, I'll tell you what, somebody in the NFL is a smart cookie, and they do things right with a lot of things. We criticize a lot of stuff they do, but there is great stuff all around it. We'll talk a lot about that today. As for the game itself, I thought San Fran had him, man. I thought San Fran had him. I was thinking Mahomes is going to be like Dan Marino. He's going to go to one Super Bowl. Don't worry, you'll be back.
Right.
You know, don't worry. You got this high-powered offense, and defense was going to win it again. And 7 minutes away, and 3rd and 15, man. 3rd and 15 saved the day.
You always have those. You know, we have them from 2017. You had 3rd and 18. Yeah. You had Miles Jack wasn't down. Whenever you lose a huge game, there's always a player or two that I thought San Francisco kind of got nitpicked a little bit on the penties too, and not a little
bit, but I thought it was I thought it was a well-refed game.
Yeah,
I didn't have like the Kittle did extend his arm, but we've seen it called both ways.
I didn't like that call at all. In slow motion, without slow motion, I didn't even see it in fast motion.
I think definitely it was a penalty in the end zone on the guy on Kelsey. I thought that was because Kelsey was smart. He slowed down and let the guy run right into him because he didn't have his head turned around.
Yeah.
So he just kind of ran him over before the ball got there, and that's a penalty.
I thought it was a penalty, yeah.
So, but yeah, I know what you're saying. It kind of felt that way. Like if you go look at the Hasselbeck showed this last night. If you go back, they didn't call any holdings. I don't think offensive line holdings. And if you go back and look at the 3rd and 15, I tell you who shouldn't accept a ring is that Eric Fisher guy.
Really?
He got road graded the whole night by Bosa. Bosa annihilated that guy. That's why Mahomes was struggling. As I was watching, they run this defense where the defensive ends just play pass every play, and then if they happen to run, they try to get him. But Bosa was blowing by Fisher. If you watch Mahomes, he started rolling to his right a lot. And I kept saying, they ought to run like a quarterback draw and get him going up the middle. But when he rolled to his right, the Niners defense was fast enough that they were able to contain him. And I thought Mahomes was not that good. And even on the 3rd and 15, Tyreek Hill, that was a fair catch. I agree with you. I heard you. I tweeted this last night. Damian Williams should be the MVP.
Sure,
Come on, media guys.
Yeah.
Because, listen, here's the one thing. Mahomes has a standard.
He didn't hit it. That's right.
You know what I mean? So
Williams went over his, and Williams had 100 yards. He had 2 touchdowns. He had the big 4th down conversion early.
Oh, he had it all.
Yeah, I thought it was a no-brainer.
Mahomes was the first, Williams, I think, I read, was the first running back in Super Bowl history to rush for 100 and catch a touchdown pass.
Wow.
Not to mention he also ran for one.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 100 yards rushing, the big one to salt it away. I thought he was the MVP.
Yeah.
Like you said it well. I thought Patrick Mahomes had a subpar game.
Yes, he did. They were ready to, again, midway through the 4th quarter. This wasn't like second half, flip the switch.
No.
I thought San Fran had him, man, at 20-10.
Little Shanny. You always got a chance at little Shannies.
Now, my friend Marcel Robinson, who I was at work with last night, was quiet the whole game. And when Kansas City came back to make it 20-17, he exploded, and the pure Shanny hatred came flowing out of that Falcon fan.
Came out for me, too.
Pure Shanny hatred.
Yeah,
the bitterness lingers for Falcon fans. They tried to play it off.
Yeah.
I remember the Monday we were at the Clay County Shooting Festival, firing off rifles and such.
You tried to shoot me that day.
I did. And you're, this has been building and building for Falcon fan, and it just came out.
The scab got peeled off and it just started bleeding.
There's not a true Falcon. Well, that's not true. My dad's a Falcon fan. He was pulling for the 49ers, but he just doesn't understand.
He's old school, classy Falcon fan.
No, it's not classy.
Like I wouldn't either.
Yeah,
so
Kyle Shanahan, like I said, it's such a unique situation.
Well, let me ask you this.
Often you blame it on a coach, but
I get
it's
it.
debatable.
Let me ask you this. Was that last night, was that Shanny's fault? The play call? I didn't think the play calling was. They didn't execute, man.
You let 40 seconds at the end of the first half roll off the clock.
That's fair. I don't know.
And you would have scored. That's terrible.
Here's what I think that is. I think that's a huge indicator that they don't have faith in Jimmy Garoppolo.
And I will say this too. Yeah, I know, and that's wrong. I mean, you paid him a lot of money.
I don't think they have faith in Jimmy Garoppolo.
Garoppolo played as good as Mahomes. There wasn't a huge difference.
Yeah, but
that doesn't make sense.
This will linger in the offseason about Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, I guess, but there's nowhere you going with that. They made him the highest paid quarterback in the league. He's your quarterback, so you better hope he's good enough.
Yeah.
But I'll say this also about Shanahan, Dan. It wasn't the exact same situation. There was more like 5.5 minutes to go.
Yeah.
They ran the ball on first down. It was 2nd and 5. It was pretty clear. They run the ball good. They don't pass the ball good. And then he threw twice in a row again.
Yeah.
And so, and that, my complaint with that isn't so much, it's not like you can run 6 minutes of the clock. That's not my point.
Sure.
But you're not passing the ball well. You're not a great passing team. You're 2nd and 5. Run it 2 more times, and then that clock will suddenly be at 3:30.
Shanny has been outscored 46-0 in the 4th quarter, or something like that.
Of these 2 Super
Bowls.
Bowls?
2 Super Bowls, and his teams have gotten no yards. And it was tough, but more happy for Andy Reid anyway. Andy Reid.
I never realized how little personality he has.
Yeah, he's just a kind of a big old
nothing. He says nothing.
Harumph.
Yeah. Nice.
He stops with everybody, though. I was watching, I like to watch the post-game stuff, and I'm at work. And he, even on, he was hugging, Louis Riddick had on headsets.
Mm-hmm.
And he's walking by. And Louis, and Andy taps him and hugs him. And Louis Riddick was in his live shot with Scott Van Pelt. And so he goes, "Oh, hold on a second." He puts the headsets on Andy Reid. And so Van Pelt, to his credit, there's a guy behind Andy Reid with just a pained look like, what is happening here? It turns out Andy was headed over to the NFL Network.
Yeah, we can get
for
proprietary.
Yes, and Van Pelt said, and to Van Pelt's credit, he let him go after just one question. and let him move on because you look like that guy behind you. You got a place to be, Andy. So thank you so very much and congratulations. Oh, thanks, Scotty.
But I even noticed that I watched Jimmy Johnson's interview with him in the pregame. Did you see that?
No,
They asked him about the punt, pass, and kick.
It's funny. I kind of pulled more of a Jeff Prosser, and it sounds like you pulled a me, but I tended to flip over on the golf because I was trying to get the Weber home. One of my guys.
Oh,
Go Webb.
The
golf so I didn't watch as much pregame.
No. I watch almost exclusively golf, but I turned over to commercial and I happened to catch Jimmy Johnson interviewing Andy
where
Reid.
did you
He had
Super
no
Bowl?
personality, though. I was amazed.
Did you Super Bowl party at Uptater? What did you do?
We had a bonfire party.
Bonfire?
Yeah, it was fun, actually. We
Oh,
had a good time.
Okay.
It's a good night for a bonfire. Kind of chilly out there.
Yeah, it was perfect, actually.
All right.
You were at the station?
I was at work. I was at work. So
Tater, anyone fall in?
No, someone did run over the fire, though.
On purpose? In their car or in their feet?
No, just with their feet.
that was probably alcohol induced.
Oh, to be young and dumb
Alcohol was
again,
a factor.
man.
Alcohol was a factor. So, and I'll say this too. Being at work, so I wasn't like if you're at a party, it's hard because during commercials, no matter what, you're going to talk.
Correct. I didn't see any
And
commercials.
so,
I didn't either.
okay, well, I thought they were great this year, and I'm usually a curmudgeon about these things.
I enjoyed them more than previous years.
Okay,
yes.
so
There's more quality commercials.
I'm not wrong.
I didn't have a negative opinion of them.
Yeah,
the ones I saw,
I usually don't care about them. I don't like them.
That's
there
how
are
I
a
was
couple
this year.
tugging at your heartstring ones that I like.
There's some bizarro going on here.
And the kid, touchdown return to get
like
the things going with
I
the
like
kid
how they
running.
do that.
This
The kid
year's
running into the stadium was really
cool.
good. The Google one with Loretta was tremendous. Bill Murray was very creative on Groundhog Day. So there were a lot of really good, I thought, well thought out.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I never know what they're for because I don't pay attention to that. And so I wonder if
So it may not be the best investment at $5.5 million.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. But it was.
No one knows what Jason Momoa was advertising,
know.
but everybody thought the commercial was great.
Yeah,
Do
I
we,
really don't.
it's funny. By the way, Procter & Gamble. Thanks for the text on Procter
Smart
& Gamble.
car.
was the one.
I know Smart car.
Yeah, that was.
That was very good. Pack the car.
Yeah, saw that one.
Yeah, that was good.
The one question that I had as I watched some of the commercials last night, what is the price now? $6.5 million for 30
I think it's
seconds?
5.5 for 30.
Well, it's not just that too. Now they're using stars, so they got to pay the stars money
well,
too.
my point is, how
right?
many can you? I mean, aren't avocados like 20 cents?
No.
I mean, how much is an avocado?
They're up there.
Well, you know why they're up there?
3 to
because
5
those
million.
idiots spend $5.5 million to advertise avocados.
Either like avocado or you don't.
Right. I mean, you don't
really
need
need
it.
to
Right.
sponsor
Why do I need a $5.5 million
There
Super
might be a lot of
Bowl?
America on the fence about avocado.
Right.
All right, I'll try it.
This will put it over the top. I thought that
Because
was-
of that commercial, yes.
I'll give it a shot.
What the hell?
I loved the production work on the introduction of the 100 greatest people. That was terrific by the NFL as well. I loved Belly flashing the rings at everybody when they booed him.
That was beautiful.
Tremendous. I loved Tom Brady being there sort of almost in the background, like, oh, yeah, there is Tom Brady. He is there.
At the Super Bowl?
Yeah, well, you had the 100 people that they wrote this entire and wove the pictures of them there throughout that was tremendous.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
So that reminded me a little bit of the baseball All-Star game when they trotted out Ted Williams' last one. Remember that
Yep,
one?
that was in Boston,
At
I think.
Fenway. Yeah, at Fenway Pack.
They packed the car.
They packed
All
the
the
car.
players came to shake hands with Ted.
So not just his, So I just thought it was a huge, great night for the NFL. I really did. I thought, you know what, we criticize them a lot for everything, and rightfully so. But I thought the Super Bowl has become just a tremendous spectacle.
Well, the weekend
It'd
brought
be super cool to be in one.
The weekend brought other news too.
What's that?
Said it'd be super cool to be in one.
Plus 8,000. We got some work to do.
Well, listen, I was thinking this.
There's only 3 teams with worse odds. Whoopee.
Well, there's also
Holy
this.
cow.
Okay, we just finished our 25th season.
Yeah.
The Chiefs won the Super Bowl for the first time in 50, so just 25 more. Sometime in the next 25 years, we'll get one.
How will the drill be when Dan's 81 and Jeff's 77
And they went
Beef's
to go to
gone?
the Super Bowl.
Angry. Angry.
Oh man, oof.
Thanks for burying me.
Oh, I didn't mean that. Beef.
Hope he
I
sent
just
some
meant-
cash to the
No,
No,
you meant-
I
you meant
didn't mean
dead.
you were. No, I didn't mean you were dead.
That's what I thought.
I know, that's how I
I
took
did
it.
too.
Oh, I just thought
Dead
intern
and
Mike
buried.
would probably be the guy by then,
Oh.
and you had moved on to greener pastures.
Yeah, I don't know, Beef. I'm
Like
not buying
underneath
that.
greener pastures.
6 feet under.
No.
Yeah, 6 feet under. for you. All right, let's do this. Let's break. We'll come back with some of the other headlines. There was other news coming out of the Super Bowl weekend involving the Hall of Fame and involving the CBA, involving Tom Brady and other stuff. So we'll get to that and more. It's the Monday Morning Quarterback, DivorceMenOnly.com.
Now, Downtime with Dan on 1010XL. Brought to you by Ameris Bank. Our look is changing, but our commitment to you remains fierce. Learn more at amerisbank.com/new look.
Ah, yes, the Super Bowl has come and gone, and my friend Beef did make a point, and it does make you sit there and wonder and hope one day, why not us? I mean, think about the fine folks of Kansas City. They got to celebrate a baseball championship in 2015, and now they get a Super Bowl in 2020. Oh, they waited a long time for that Super Bowl, but they got it. They got it. 50 years. 50 years between. That's how hard it is, man. And that's what I was thinking when Mahomes was losing that Super Bowl. He was going to lose that Super Bowl, but no. They got it done. They came back, and they take home the Lombardi Trophy to Kansas City, Missouri. Congratulations to the world champion, Kansas City Chiefs.
At Ameris Bank, we didn't become bankers so we could tell you no. We chose this profession because we knew we could make a difference. That's one thing all Ameris bankers have in common: a determination to get